Yo, what's up? Nick from BioGear. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Tumi Alpha Bravo Renegade backpack. When this sucker was announced early 2023, I was really excited to get a hold of one. And this was the one I thought I was going to end up picking first. And as time went on, they trickled out a few different models. I ended up picking the Nomadic backpack instead, but finally circled around and managed to pick up one of these suckers as well. So yeah, let's get into it and see if this is something you should consider owning. Alright, so let's start with talking about the size of this bag. It's large, but it's not deep. So it is definitely a tall bag, but it's not super deep, even though it kind of appears to be. It really isn't. It doesn't stick off your back a whole lot, which is ideal to me. I don't like having a very deep bag. But it does have a very tall footprint and a little wide. It does have the ability to hold a lot of stuff and definitely a larger laptop. MacBook Pro 16 fits in this bag just fine. Granted, there is a ton of room up top as well because it is such a tall bag. But you can put a lot of, I'm sure, 17-inch laptops, even maybe some real slim 18-inch laptops like Razer's offerings. Should be no problem at all. But yeah, there's a lot of pocketing on this thing. That's the main thing that was drawing me to it. Even though I'm not super into the looks of this bag, if I'm being honest with you, there's a lot of cool pockets and compartments to this bag that make it really unique. So yeah, let's get into it. To start, you got your laptop compartment in the back. The zipper throw only comes to about where my finger's pointing on both sides, meaning this is your access into the laptop compartment, which is plenty, and that's awesome. I love whenever the laptop compartment is separated from the rest of the main compartment. Yeah, your sleeve for your tablet is also in here as well, as you can see, and it'll hold your laptop and your tablet comfortably. The bottom of this bag for the laptop compartment is flat, so if you're conscious of that like I am, I like having a nice gusseted, rectangular 3D shape to my laptop compartment, and this fits the bill just fine. Moving into the main compartment though, at the front of the bag, nice wide open flap up top. You do have your one zipper up here in the front, which does go considerably deep. Yeah, pretty considerably deep, not super deep, but good little zip up pocket in there. Two pockets here on the back, and anchor points for your Tumi Plus accessories if you want the mobile organizer to go inside and whatnot. But that's it for the pocketing on the inside. The bottom down here is actually quite an interesting little venture that we'll get into. It's hard to see in the video, but yeah, I'll get to that because that bottom compartment is actually shared with the main compartment. There's a little flap in there. I'll get to it later. Odd notes on this bag. The laptop gusseting shares space with the main compartment. So as you can kind of see in here, where I grab my thumb and move this, this little spot here is actually the main compartment and the laptop compartment like together. So rather than having the laptop compartment like separated from the bag, like a sleeve on the back of the bag, this one actually competes with the main compartment. So the back stays flush where it's at, and if you put a laptop in here, you're taking away space from what you can carry in the main compartment. So that is something to be advised. The opposite is also true though. If you don't use a laptop, you can put more stuff inside the main compartment. So that is just just a design choice, I guess. All right, front pocket is really neat on this bag. It looks pretty much identical to most other Alpha Bravo bags, but what's neat about this one is it does have the two zippers, and the zippers go all the way to the bottom, which is something that Tumi doesn't do on a lot of other bags. They usually stop, halfway down, and you got to like bend the front down. This one's not so. It has a nice little webbing, and it just plops open, and you can reach in and grab whatever you want out of it. Do have a zippered pocket on the back here, which goes down to the whole length of the pocket. Two pen loops, business cards, and these two pockets on the front as well. So plenty of pocketing. You do have a Tumi tracer tag as usual, and that's just cool. I really wish that this would be on like everything that you put a front pocket on from Alpha Bravo. I really think all bags, there's nothing to lose by having the zippers come all the way to the bottom and have it flip forward. It's so much easier to get in and out and grab what you're looking for. So that is a big plus on this bag. I'm glad this one has that. One front zipper pocket up here as well. This is where your key leash is going to be. So Tumi expects you to put your keys in here, but put whatever you want. My AirPods typically go in there. Side pockets, quite unique on this bag. As you can see, they do stick out a little bit, but then they have this added ability to like gurney flap out, which is kind of cool. So they can hang out like little winglets, and if you have yourself a Tumi water bottle or something, you put that inside. It will not zip shut at that point. There is no way that you can pull this zipper up any further once the space is being occupied with something large. But that is a nice little spot that you can put your bottle and whatnot. Yeah. So Obviously this side that I just put the bottle in does have the rubberized coating inside and a spill and a vent port in the back. So that is your ideal spot for hanging an umbrella or putting your water bottle, as mentioned. And this other side here, a little less straightforward as to what you're going to use it for, but it has the polyester, so the coating on the inside as well. So this is just a good soft pocket. I mean, sunglasses are probably your best bet here. I don't imagine that you'd leave it open. If you do store anything in here, I don't imagine that you'd leave it open. But with that being said, you've got a little bit of limited space in here where you can just zip it down, throw some, again, sunglasses I think is the best option for you there. And then you can store stuff in it. Okay, now down to the final, most unique feature of the bag is definitely going to be the bottom. This bottom down here it's hard, so it is like a really solid foam or maybe plastic sheet, but this down here does have two zippers, and it does open up. So as you can see, here's the bottom flap of the main compartment. This is stitched up. You can push it inside out and basically have a spot where you can put like a little case or something in here. And that just gives you a little added option of what you want to put down here. I don't know if shoes would fit. I haven't quite really pushed the limits of what's going to fit down here, other than maybe some of like the accessory cases and whatnot. So yeah, it's a hard case. The bag uses this also for its own support. It does stand upright because of having these harder flaps down here, which I'm always a fan of hardened flaps. I like when my bags stand upright and whatnot. But yeah, the functionality may vary from what you can do with that little bottom side pocket. Again, I think one of the biggest letdowns to me is that that pocket, I think, I'd probably like it better if it was really separated from the main compartment. Like this whole bottom half was a pocket, and then your top loading stopped right here, and then this was its own little section. The main compartment does reach down in here. If you do put stuff in it, the main compartment items will sit on top of it. If you leave it empty, that little flap that I mentioned earlier will fill the space. So it's kind of unclear how to use it best, but I'm sure that, you know, you may watch this video and think, dude, that's exactly what I wanted. So I hope that's you. I will say though, I never really use the Tumi Plus accessories, even though I own like 20 of them. I don't use them too often because I tend to throw them on a bag thinking it's a good idea to use it, and then I end up not liking the way it looks. This bag looks really good with a Tumi accessory up here. It just seems like it fits it real well because the profile with the little side pocket, it just seems to fit real well. But if you do decide that you're going to take that off, it also looks decently clean without it. So, but I was just thinking that is probably one of the best spots on a Tumi bag I've seen so far for carrying a Tumi Plus accessory pocket. Okay, anything else to mention on this bag? These bags don't come with these colored options on it. I did throw this luggage tag on just for the sake of it. And then I know everyone keeps asking in the comment section, zipper pulls. You can buy these on Amazon. I'll put the links down below the video. I got different colors and whatnot. So yeah, good place to buy them. Back pocket and straps, typical Alpha Bravo for this season. Nice padding, good padding on the straps. Plenty of little hooks here too if you want to hook something on here. And then you do have your cell phone pocket that's magnetized up here. I call it a cell phone pocket, but I like putting money in there and passports, whatnot. So yeah, interesting bag. Still very straightforward as far as a backpack's concerned, but with a little bit of oddness to have in that front pocket in the front. That lower pocket, I'm sorry. Again, I think this needs to be copied and pasted amongst all the Alpha Bravo bags. I love having that long throw and the zipper on this front here, but I guess the reason I don't really care for this bag too much though, again, the laptop compartment, I'm always really picky about it. I don't like having shared space and whatnot. I think that's just kind of weird to me. And then just overall, with the space competition down here in the bottom, it's just not really my thing. It's not that I don't like this bag, it's just that I like a lot of other bags more. Like for me, the Nomadic just tickles my fancy like no other. I love the Nomadic backpack, but this one was the first one I looked at, and I do like it, and I do like that it's thin. You know, it can take up a lot of vertical and width space on your bag, but if it sticks out really far, that's when it gets annoying because you're hitting it on doorways and whatnot. So with that being said, yeah, pretty neat backpack. The price point's not too bad compared to the rest of the lineup at $650 compared to like $700-800 for some of the other bags. So it's a bit more of a bargain, if you can ever call a Tumi bag a bargain. But definitely high quality premium materials throughout the bag. So yeah, if you have any questions, drop them down below. Anything at all, please like and subscribe the video as well. It really helps my small channel grow the more you guys like and subscribe to the video. So yeah, any questions, let me know. Catch you around. Hope you enjoyed the video.